toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns offense will start this game off. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Ewers. It's complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what
the expressway is wide open. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Colorado State Rams offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Dropping back, it's Bauer Nicolosi. He finds his man, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Rams want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But The transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Finds his tight end.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Takes the handoff. It's Morrow. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Coming after it. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The give out of the gun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Rams in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air. It's Ballard Nicolosi. They're fires deep toward the end zone. Fires and picked off.
Personal foul. Defense.
That is a huge break for this offense. Instead of the turnover, roughing the passer, and you've still got the football. And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him else.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Makes a grab over the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
He now has 74 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Ewers. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking for a big gain. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Horton. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. It's Ewers. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the Rams want to crank the tempo.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Rams send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
The give on the inside. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the move, it's Ross. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Going with the ground game left. Makes one man miss. He's up to 94 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs with Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys that, and just recently Bijan Robinson, high draft picks, really, really good running backs.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, going up top. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas! And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Tosses it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're bringing heat. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Rams will call on their punt team. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The run from the shotgun. At the 45, on its way. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because it's exactly what you do. Now I can block down, and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Caught in the backfield, it's Golden. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it to the right side. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Looking for the score. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's got it. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
We're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
They get him down after he makes a catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense has a second down play. They'll leave it with the lone back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this way.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. Plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide, and with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is snowed under. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want everybody on the same page. The Rams will punt it away on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Pocket starts to collapse. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Getting late here in the first half. They'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Handoff from the shotgun. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today.
And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Rams headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Rams have this offense rolling.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of the quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Now 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And it's just so hard. You watch this team on tape week after week after week, and there's just not a lot of space. Well, great backs, not good backs, and not a lot of offenses having a lot of success. You got to be creative. You got to find ways to get on the perimeter, and more importantly, you better be ready to throw the football.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it from the gun. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. He's now over 150 yards on the ground, and you start putting yourself in that ethereal company of great Longhorn running backs.
Yeah, there's so many of them that we could go back, and Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and just recently Bijan Robinson. Man, they find highly talented dudes. Just guys that you know when you hand them the ball, good things are going to happen.
Wide receiver shows motion. Caught behind the line. It's Bolden. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Snares it outside. It's Bolden. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bolden. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision here.
At the 20, he's got space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up for 4 to the 19. The Rams racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Shoots it to the left. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bond. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
That's now the 2nd missed field goal for this guy. And you have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Runs through a tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Rams will hustle to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Off the play fake. Coming after it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Gonna run it. It's Morrow. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Rams line up to punt it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, give on the inside. Burrows his way for a couple, he's out to the 8.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back, cat-like quickness?
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Catch in the middle, it's golden. And they'll knock him down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Splits the uprights, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Illinois came away with a big-time victory today, and they'll be enjoying some bubbly and champagne after this one. Coaches want to win in all 3 phases of the game, and today, mission accomplished. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Get out of here with a win, bro.
To the ground, he's got it again. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Gets open down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he
makes the grab on the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Rams come to the line in the hurry-up. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Bauer Nicolosi. Pulls it in.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Here comes the Texas offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to pick up a first down. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on first down from the 28. They'll ride the hot hand. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bond. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for a crease to the left. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Quick release by the QB. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. That's reeled in. It's Horton. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
It's now second down.
Now on second down. Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. He's right on target. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
The pass is incomplete. It leads to second down.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Slips it. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out.
Open.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And whatever they did on 1st and second down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.